produce deep red sap called, and the answer for that question is bleeders. The topic for today's devotion is pour it on. Turn your Bibles to Mark chapter 14 verse 3. Mark chapter 14 verse 3. While he was in Bethany, reclining at the table in the home of a man known as Simeon the leper, a woman came with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume made of pure nard. She broke the jar and poured the perfume on his head. Today's verse is almost exactly like the verse we read a few days ago. Let me teach you something about the books about Matthew, Mark, Luke and John in today's hike. You'll discover that they sometimes told the same stories. Why would they do that? You see, even though Matthew and Mark told the same story about the story of the woman who poured perfume on Jesus' head, there are some differences. For instance, Matthew didn't tell us what kind of perfume the woman used. Mark did. And it was nard. And today we learn a different lesson from the same story. Do you know? Nard is a sweet and spicy perfume found in the mountains, made from the plants from the mountains that grow in the mountains in northern India. It is very hard to get to. This story took place in Israel. Not did someone have to hike to the mountains in India and find the plant, but they had to make it, and after they made it and bring it to Israel. No wonder it was so expensive. Jesus traveled all the way from heaven for us. It was a very long and very hard trip. At the end of his trip, cruel men crucified him. When you are tempted to complain about the difficult things that you have to do, remember the trip that Jesus made for you, and your life won't seem quite so hard. Now everybody, it's question time. The first question for today is, what is called as wild spikenard? And the second question for today is, what is the process of using an essential oil to improve well-being called? Put your answers in the comment section below. Hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Subscribe and hit the notification bell near it so that you won't miss any of these videos. I hope you all will remember the hard journey that Jesus made for you today.